A hand presses against the glass. Not from the outside. From the inside. And suddenly, you can't look away. Why? Why does a simple image of palms flattened against glass feel so disturbing, so magnetic, so intimate? Here's what's really happening. Your brain doesn't see a hand. It sees a trapped human. And nothing activates human psychology faster than the idea of someone trying to get out. Chapter 1: The Psychology of Being Trapped. There's something primal about glass. It's transparent. You can see through it. But you can't pass through it. And that contradiction drives your brain insane. Most people don't realize this, but the human mind hates invisible barriers. A locked door? Fine. A brick wall? Clear boundary. But glass? You see freedom. You just can't reach it. That tension creates emotional friction. And friction creates attention. This is the same reason people are drawn to emotionally unavailable partners. They seem open. Vulnerable. Right there. But somehow, unreachable. Pay attention to this. When you see hands pressing against glass from the inside, your brain simulates the experience. It mirrors the struggle. Mirror neurons activate. You feel the push. The frustration. The silent scream. But here's the part nobody tells you. It's not just fear you're feeling. It's identification. Because at some point in your life, you felt trapped too. In a job. In a relationship. In your own head. That image becomes a projection screen for your own unspoken emotions. And this is where it gets dangerous. The more you relate to the trapped figure, the more emotionally invested you become. Now you're not watching. You're involved. And involvement is the foundation of attraction. But it goes deeper. When you see a face clearly, your brain relaxes. It categorizes. Labels. Moves on. But when all you see are hands, no face, no identity, your brain starts filling in the blanks. And this is where it gets powerful. Uncertainty increases dopamine. Not certainty. Think about horror movies. The monster is always scarier before you see it. Think about dating. The early stage. The unknown texts. The mixed signals. That phase is addictive. Because the brain is wired to chase incomplete information. Most people don't realize this. Mystery forces mental participation. Your brain becomes a co-creator of the story. Who is behind the glass? Why are they trapped? Are they dangerous, or desperate? Now you're emotionally hooked. And here's what's really happening. Ambiguity amplifies projection. You don't see them. You see your idea of them. And projection is one of the strongest forces in attraction. It's why we fall for people we barely know. We fall for the version we create. A pair of hands against glass becomes a blank canvas. Your mind paints the rest. But here's the twist. There's a darker layer to this. Hands pressed against glass are exposed. Palms open. Fingers spread. It's a universal signal of vulnerability. No weapon. No defense. Just contact. And vulnerability is magnetic. Pay attention to this. We're biologically wired to respond to signs of helplessness. It activates protection instincts. Empathy circuits light up, even dominance instincts can activate. And this is where it gets dangerous. When someone appears trapped or emotionally exposed, they trigger a rescue fantasy. You feel important. Needed. Powerful. That dynamic fuels entire relationship patterns. The "I can fix them" mindset. The attraction to broken people. The obsession with saving someone who never asked to be saved. Most people don't realize this. Sometimes what you're attracted to isn't the person. It's the role they allow you to play. Hero. Savior. Protector. The hands on the glass don't just say, "Help me." They say, "You matter." That's intoxicating. But here's the part nobody tells you. If you're constantly drawn to trapped energy, it might mean you feel trapped yourself. Because we don't just seek to rescue others. We seek to rescue the parts of us we haven't healed. And this brings us to the final layer. Chapter 4, The Invisible Glass in Your Own Life. Here's what's really happening. The image disturbs you because it mirrors you. Glass is invisible. So are most of your limitations. You tell yourself, "I'm not ready. I'm not good enough. It's too late." Those thoughts are glass walls. You can see the life you want. You just don't believe you can step into it. So you press your metaphorical hands against the barrier, watching others live freely. And this is where it shifts. The difference between someone trapped and someone free isn't strength. It's awareness. Most barriers in your life aren't locked. They're assumed. But here's the part nobody tells you. The glass is often only there because you've never tested it. You've never pushed hard enough. You've never questioned whether it's even real. Imagine this. You're in a room surrounded by glass walls. You spend years staring outside, comparing, regretting, resenting. Then one day, you actually push. And the wall swings open like a door. It was never sealed. Only perceived. That's self-improvement. It's not becoming someone new. It's realizing the barrier was psychological. So the next time you see hands pressed against glass from the inside, don't just feel the tension. Ask yourself, where in my life am I doing the same thing? Where am I close, but not moving? Where am I visible, but not vulnerable? Because here's the truth. Attraction, fear, mystery, they all point back to one thing. Human beings are wired to respond to tension between desire and limitation. Break that tension in your own life, and everything changes. You stop being the person behind the glass. You become the one who walks through it. And once you do, you'll never be captivated by cages again. Follow for more psychology insights.